take a look at this man.
What a frightening sight.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Death Valley, weighing in at 309 pounds, The Undertaker!
Look at his face. His expression never changes. It's like he's possessed.
Yeah, but what's more terrifying is the agility that this big man possesses. You've seen him walk across the top rope. It's mystifying.
He has all the tools, power, games. How do you stop a man like this? And then these almost mystical powers. You look into the eyes of this man and you're frozen. Absolutely frozen.
It's like something straight out of a horror movie.
The Phenom has arrived.
An ominous feeling has entered the air.
And his opponent, accompanied by Paul Bearer from Death Valley, weighing in at 309 pounds, The Undertaker!
No one embodies human suffering and inescapable peril more.
The WWE Universe standing in reverence. Yeah, this isn't make-believe. It's like having real horror among us. A being who wields unspeakable power and transcends space and time. I know this is almost impossible to do, but somehow this superstar has got to put the mind games aside. It cannot show fear against The Undertaker, or else this superstar will rest in peace.
It is a battle of you.
We've come to the part of the showcase where we get to talk about Tamina. Ever since walking into WWE, shoulder to shoulder with the Usos, Tamina's alliance with this dynasty has never been in question.
I remember watching Monday Night Raw and I seen Tamina debut with my brothers. It was a pretty cool, dynamic, right? Two of my brothers and Tamina.
Together, Tamina and the Usos helped each other navigate through a trial-filled first year in WWE, making sure they all survived together. In later years, Tamina has formed alliances with both Naomi and Nia Jax, honoring this family's connection. While Tamina has looked to create her own name in the industry, she has never missed a chance to acknowledge her place in this family either. Trained by Afa and Sika, the wild Samoans, Tamina was instilled with the same instincts that have carried each member of this family to wrestling glory. Her in-ring approach is similar to many in the bloodline. Quick striking, high-impact attacks, and smothering holds. As capable with a super kick or a big splash as anyone else, Tamina has maintained a remarkable level of success in her WWE career. A constant contender, Tamina has competed for the Women's Championship on many occasions. She's also held the Women's Tag Team Championships along with 9 separate reigns as the 24/7 champion. Tamina has proven capable in any environment against any opponent. Tamina is always the perfect test for a rising contender. Defeating Tamina proves that you're at the top of your game, and she will always expose those who aren't quite ready yet. Taking her lightly is the easiest way to book your visit to the local medical facility. Tamina has taken part in many memorable moments, but in the 2K25 showcase, we're going to give you the chance to make history. In the first ever women's Money in the Bank match, Carmella, of all people, would walk out victorious after letting someone else do all the work. Tamina, Becky Lynch, Natalya, and Charlotte Flair were all robbed of a great opportunity that night by Carmella. So this is your chance to make it right. Showcase Tamina's grit and take out the other 4 ladies in this ladder match to become the first ever winner of the Women's Money in the Bank. Carmella might still sneak out with the win, but if she does, she's doing it on her own because we're not allowing anyone else at ringside for this match in our showcase.
We are making history tonight here in St. Louis, the first ever Women's Money in the Bank ladder match.
The following is the first ever Women's Money in the Bank ladder match. Introducing first, from the Queen City, Charlotte
Flair looking to become a Triple Crown champion. Every title, every opportunity she has put in front of herself, she has seized. This is a night where careers change forever.
You're right, Cole. You can feel it. Legends are going to be made. Careers defined. Hearts broken. This is Money in the Bank.
And Byron, Becky Lynch with a very astute point. I rip off arms. You can't exactly climb a ladder with no arms.
Next, from Dublin, Ireland, Becky Lynch.
To add to that, Michael, I talked to Becky earlier and I asked, "Are you nervous about this?" She said, "Yeah, I'm a little nervous, but I'm more excited than anything because I get to be part of history."
Becky Lynch, the first woman drafted to SmackDown. First SmackDown Women's Champion. Can she become the first Miss Money in the Bank?
Well, you could feel the excitement the moment they brought out the ladders before this show started. There's a big fight feel right here in St. Louis.
There's a big...
She is not fazed by taking on 4 different opponents in a ladder match.
from the Pacific Islands, Tamina!
This is a milestone moment that is being watched all over the world.
And Tamina is hoping to live up to her family's legacy. She wants that briefcase. She wants that title. It's in her blood.
Mela is...
Making her way to the ring from Staten Island, Carmella!
Byron, Carmella's made a couple of good points recently, saying, I was the last woman drafted in the WWE draft last summer. How big of a chip is on her shoulder?
Oh, she's got a huge chip on her shoulder. And also, don't forget, Carmella has had some major victories lately, so she has all the fuel you could need heading into a match of this type.
Natalya, another superstar who walks into this match thinking she has legacy on her side tonight.
And from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, Natalya!
Every last woman in this match has chased this opportunity so fiercely. They have chased the championship, perhaps none more so than Natalya.
Winning Money in the Bank would certainly go a long way to helping Natalya prove she too is the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be.
Winning that briefcase is like taking the proverbial express lane to success.
This new generation of female superstars are providing yet another milestone moment here. Tamina, Charlotte, Carmella, Natalya, and Becky Lynch are going to climb the ladder and retrieve the briefcase, become the first ever Miss Money in the Bank.
No safe haven in this match. These ladders can be your best friend or your worst enemy. There's no allies in this match. It's everyone for herself.
There is no room for friends when history's being made. Not when you can go down in the record books as the first Miss Money in the Bank.
Oh, incredible sit-out mat slam.
MCL and ACL could have major damage, possibly the fibula. Excellent strategy there.
Such a dangerous setting for all these superstars. Ladders are everywhere. Each competitor is only limited by their imagination.
Your head has to be on a constant swivel. Ladders will be used as weapons. Anything can happen to get that briefcase.
Is there anyone more intimidating in this group than Tamina?
I've said it before. It could be a coming out party for Tamina. This is her time to live up to her family's legacy.
If Tamina wins the contract, it guarantees her first title opportunity in over 2 years.
More than an opportunity, it pretty much guarantees Tamina will become the next women's champion. Off the ladder now, from the top rope.
She's reaching for it.
Hands must be shaking up there, making it difficult to capture glory.
Carried in a jeopardizing position here.
Oh, snake eyes caving in their face.
Byron, we got the ladder. Center of the ring.
This is where you need to be.
Gonna try and unhook it now.
Victory is literally within reach.
Looks like scaling the ladder was the easy part of the job. Unhooking the prize is the big challenge.
3 second-generation superstars competing in this match. Carmella, Charlotte, and Tamina. And Natalya, of course, a third-generation superstar. Women bred for these kind of moments.
Any of these women will add a significant chapter to her legacy if she can become the first Miss Money in the Bank.
Charlotte experiencing a bit of a challenge to the natural in-ring ability she prides herself in.
Some dominant offense there from the one and only man.
You could feel the resentment building with each stomp there.
Tamina not caring that Becky's a fan favorite. The crowd's adulation is meaningless. All that matters is the contract suspended above the ring.
Tamina's been showing so much dominance in this match.
A contract that can change lives hanging above the ring. Probably the most profitable opportunity in our sport. 15 out of 17 superstars have successfully cashed in the Money in the Bank contract.
A surprise cash-in has only failed once, and the other failed cash-in was alerted to a week in advance. You are almost certain to become the next SmackDown Women's Champion if you grab the contract tonight. Ooh, checked that chair right out.
Oh, perfect kick.
A demeaning gaze painted on Flair's face.
Whip back into the ring. And looking at the playing field, the majority of these women love to utilize their submission.
Nice reversal by Charlotte Flair.
Charlotte driving Tamina, and both tumble to the floor.
Both women crashing down hard. The Queen, Charlotte Flair, the first to her feet, surveying the situation.
Oh, my, Tamina into the steps.
Well, you are seeing a heightened level of aggression, heightened level of intensity from all these competitors because of the stakes involved.
Guys, where's Charlotte going?
And Flair looking to up the ante now from the top.
Oh, my goodness, taking out everybody.
The Queen rising to the occasion.
What you just saw is why we say Charlotte is genetically superior.
And undeniable athleticism from the Queen. Can it pave her way to the top of the ladder? And a nice takedown.
Oh, with authority. Flapjack.
Gosh, landing face first. Oh, guys, they're getting a little too close.
Charlotte, Becky Lynch, Tamina, Carmella, Natalya, all with a chance to make history. All with the opportunity to be called the first ever missed Money in the Bank.
The revolution that became an evolution only continues in the women's division. One of these women will climb the ladder and earn the opportunity of a lifetime. No safe haven in this match. These ladders can be your best friend or your worst enemy. There's no allies in this match. It's everyone for herself.
There is no room for friends when history's being made. Not when you can go down in the record books as the first Miss Money in the Bank.
Such a dangerous setting for all these superstars. Ladders are everywhere. Each competitor is only limited by their imagination.
Your head has to be on a great way to see. Yep, looking for the submission.
Outright presentation of power there. Just trying to maneuver around and successful. Oh, wow, impactfully too.
Tamina landing heavy offense on Charlotte.
Charlotte thought tonight would be an ascension to her throne. Tamina's here to ruin that dream.
And looking at the playing field, the majority of these women love to utilize their submission offense to put opponents away.
Tapping someone out won't win this match, but these women should not shy away from using the biggest weapons in their arsenal.
We've heard Becky say she was going to rip arms off tonight. You can't exactly climb a ladder with no arms.
Trying to grab it.
But it looks like that hook is causing a lot of problems up there.
The patience of Charlotte being tested there. But as we know, she can get mean real quick.
Yeah, Becky looked as locked in as ever there. Targeting the throat there.
3 second-generation superstars competing in this match. Carmella, Charlotte, and Tamina. And Natalya, of course, a third-generation superstar. Women bred for these kind of moments.
Any of these women will add a significant chapter to her legacy if she can become the first Miss Money in the Bank.
Back suplex on the apron. That was quite the impact on the apron. You might be in shock now, but you'll be feeling lasting pain for a few weeks to come.
Climbing up, but is there enough time to go for the win? Victory is literally within her reach here.
Slow and steady won't win the race in this situation.
And that's not going to make Tamina happy.
Charlotte looked as brutal as ever on that exchange.
Could be mere seconds away from unhooking it now.
The contract that can change lives hanging above the ring. Probably the most profitable opportunity opportunity in our sport. 15 out of 17 superstars have successfully cashed in the Money in the Bank contract.
A surprise cash-in has only failed once, and the other failed cash-in was alerted to a week in advance. You are almost certain to become the next SmackDown Women's Champion if you grab the contract tonight.
And meanwhile, Charlotte.
Nice reversal by Charlotte Flair. What you just saw is why we say Charlotte is genetically superior.
Yeah, undeniable athleticism from the Queen. Can it pave her way to the top of the ladder?
I have a feeling we're about to get a front row seat, gentlemen.
Becky Lynch looking to secure the win.
What power with a man slam.
Tamina's absolutely wrecking shop on Natalya, making sure the veteran won't have the strength to climb the ladder at all.
Working on the hook here.
Every second up there is allowing.
After that hit.
Yeah, but when ladders are part of the match, you really can't expect anything less.
The pull the arms up and torture.
The boat, Natalya, doing what she does best. Sharpshooter applied.
Trying to fight out of this submission. Letting go of her hold here.
Maybe she thinks enough damage has been done.
She's in place. Can she end this here?
The longer this goes, the more likely we can see a hard crash back to the canvas. Money in the Bank briefcase still hanging high.
That's it. Tamina has the briefcase. Tamina is Miss Money in the Bank.
The winner of the Money in the Bank contract and the first ever Miss Money in the Bank, Tamina!
Any member of this family that enters the professional wrestling business knows about the expectations that are going to be on their back. They know about the prestige that their very name carries. They know that those who came before them have accomplished so much. Bearing the weight of those legacies can prove to be way too much for almost anyone. But that was never the case for Jimmy and Jey Uso. Jimmy and Jey Uso looked to be stars from the very start, constantly evolving their look, style, and offense as they progressed in their careers. Face paint and war dances would fade away, and the two would embrace the day one-ish mentality, looking to punish opponents and send them to the Uso penitentiary. The Usos are 8-time WWE Tag Team Champions. The Usos have main evented WrestleMania after initially fighting for a mere spot on the card. The Usos were the premier team of the 2010s. The Usos are the greatest team of all time. Jimmy and Jey are poetry in motion, each knowing what the other is looking to do next, each using every bit of savvy they gained growing up in professional wrestling to keep their edge. And sure, in recent years, it's been difficult between the two. Jimmy did cost Jey his match at SummerSlam against your tribal chief, Roman Reigns. After months of the anger building between the two, Jimmy and Jey ended up as the first two entrants in the 2024 Royal Rumble match, bringing things to a head. But even that moment wasn't enough to settle the issue, and so they would fight again at WrestleMania 40. Jey Uso truly became main event and found his inner yeet, even adding another tag team championship with Cody Rhodes as his partner. As your wise man eventually would suffer as well, Jimmy found himself betrayed by Solo Sikoa and unceremoniously dumped out of Solo's version of the bloodline. When Jimmy and Jay are a tag team, they are pure art. They are the reason for the resurgence of tag team wrestling's popularity over the last 15 years. And perhaps, oh, perhaps, their grandest moment came during the 2017 Hell in a Cell, when they would lock horns with perhaps their greatest opposition ever, The New Day. From July to October of that year, the SmackDown Tag Team titles would change hands 4 times between the two teams, both looking for ultimate bragging rights. The Usos' connection as twins always gave them an upper hand with most teams. But the New Day had their own trick, utilizing the Freebird rule to allow any 2 of the 3 members to compete in any match. Jimmy and Jay could never know for sure who the opponents would be, with a different game plan needed for each iteration. With nothing clearly settled after 4 months, the New Day would offer to defend inside Hell in a Cell, and the Usos gladly accepted. We've seen the Usos showcase tag team wrestling at its most beautiful. Now we want you to showcase the brutality that exists within Hell in a Cell. Big E and Xavier Woods are going to use everything at their disposal to take you down. But you've been down since day 1. Now it's time to force the New Day to realize there's nothing wrong with them being in second place. And there's nothing that's stopping you inside Hell in a Cell.
Don't you dare be sour! Clap for your world-famous 4-time champs and feel the power!
Are you prepared to kick off Hell in a Cell with the 4-time tag team champions?
The following is a tag team Hell in a Cell match, and is for the SmackDown Tag Team Championship, and accompanied by Kofi Kingston at a combined weight of 490 pounds, the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, Xavier Woods and Big E, the
Well, I can't say that I'm ever prepared for a man swiveling his hips and playing the trombone on the way to the biggest fight of his life.
This is our first Hell in a Cell match of the night. The New Day actually requested this match to defend their tag titles.
Who would have thought 4 months ago when this rivalry began that it would end once and for all inside Hell in a Cell?
New Day about to make it evident that the time for fun and games is over.
This is the first time that tag titles will ever be defended inside Hell in a Cell.
And at a combined weight of 493 pounds, Jimmy and Jay, the Usos!
Tonight in Detroit, the Usos welcoming New Day into the penitentiary. This is going to be like a Chow Hall beatdown.
In every sport, you hear about super teams. Well, tonight, we're seeing 2 super teams of the modern era. This is going to be special.
Tornado tag rules here, gentlemen. 2-on-2 as Kofi is going to be locked outside the structure.
Pinfall or submission needs to happen in the ring, but we all know this fight's going to go everywhere before that happens. I'm loving this matchup. The best teams around facing off for the titles.
Remember, this match is under Tornado Tag Team rules. A 2-on-2 match with a pinfall submission has to happen inside the ring. In the Hell in a Cell, no tags, no countouts, no disqualification.
The Usos and the New Day came into this match expecting and prepared to raise the bar, raise the level of competition, and make history. This is going to be unforgettable.
Ah, foot just stomping down. All the talking we've heard leading into this match, we've heard the Usos call the New Day, quote, 3 clowns on a tricycle.
Look, the Usos love the trash talk, but they deliver. And don't act like the New Day don't throw verbal jabs either. We had Big E earlier saying how he's going to drop some gloom and doom with biblical proportions. A prophecy Big E is fully capable of backing to. The universal signal for extreme. The kendo stick has entered the fray.
And now he gets back into the ring.
Schoolboy, no, rolls through. Super kick. Watch this. Beautiful Northern Lights suplex. The beginning of the end. Staying in this one.
The Usos following the footsteps of many great family tag teams, the Steiner brothers, the Head Shrinkers, who, of course, Jay and Jimmy's own father was a member of.
Would be a very proud moment for the Anoa'i family if the Usos can capture their 5th tag team championship here.
The apple doesn't fall far from the tree for Jay and Jimmy. Just a factory of the elite specimens come from the Anoa'i blood.
This cell is meant to contain all these superstars, but that's not to say this cell can't inflict unimaginable damage.
The champion into the pin. And he doesn't let the pin last long at all.
He is going to take this match as long and as far as he needs to. I have a feeling the Usos' objective is to send the New Day to the hospital.
Well, two teams so familiar with each other, some innovation with weapons almost becomes a necessity.
So many amazing matches between these two teams. They said it this past week on SmackDown. No matter where we are, we put on a show.
The Usos and New Day have a unified goal to raise the bar of tag team competition, to bring the division to a whole nother level.
You know, in basketball, they talk about super teams. Well, these two teams are the proverbial super teams in WWE.
He can be enjoying the moment too much, giving his opponent a lot of room to recover. Fends it off. Good counter. Goes under the ropes and into the ring. Jimmy Uso with a well-timed shot. New Day refer to this as their power lineup when having Big E involved in there with Xavier Woods.
Big E, the obvious powerhouse of the group. Woods has that blend of speed and power, making him the most well-rounded superstar for New Day.
What's interesting, though, is this is the lineup that lost to the Usos at SummerSlam. The New Day not choosing Big E and Kofi to beat the Usos a few weeks ago could prove to be costly.
The champ struggling to stay on the defensive there.
This is how it goes in Hell in a Cell. The match keeps going whether you can handle it or not.
Oof. Usos and New Day going at it inside Hell in a Cell, and Jey Uso set outside the ring, and now the New Day on the attack. Big E, as aggressive as I've ever seen him here tonight. And Xavier Woods now with toys, kendo sticks in hand.
And it's about to get more aggressive, more vicious, more barbaric.
I've never seen this vicious of a side from the New Day.
It's what Hell in a Cell does to you.
Oh, now with the kendo sticks, Xavier Woods unloading. Well, you're saying it, Byron. Hell in a Cell makes you do some awful things. Just attempting to survive, attempting to win.
Do whatever you want, punish however you want. Right now, that seems to be the mission statement of the New Day in order to retain the SmackDown Tag Team titles.
And that's what it's about, proving you're the best in one of the most insane environments in WWE today. The New Day have just changed the whole complexion of this match. I don't know if I've seen New Day go to these lengths before.
Well, no time to be a jovial bunch when you're in a cell, Michael. Tonight, it's not about entertaining. It's about putting your sworn enemy to rest for good.
Drops the hammer.
Right on the lower back.
The Usos and the New Day have been trading title reigns for the majority of the year now. This, the contractual rematch for the Usos. If they lose, the Usos won't get another opportunity for the titles as long as the New Day are champs.
And just being around the Usos, it's not only about winning the tag team titles, it's about stripping the New Day of everything that made them popular with the WWE Universe. It's about making sure the New Day never competes again.
It's never been just about the title, Saxton. It's about these two teams wanting to claim supremacy for themselves.
Now bringing the fight back into the ring.
Ripcord,
Lariat! Cover! New champ incoming! Keeps his team in this one. Hooked up.
and when he's got that chair, you know he wants to send a serious message.
Oh, absolutely brutal.
Oh no, I think they may have busted him open, guys. Every successive move is putting their opponent in a dicey situation. There is nothing but malintent behind each of these attacks.
He's looking for an implement of destruction under the ring.
Oh boy, come on, not the chair.
And Uso's confidence got a bit shaken there.
Yeah, the New Day building up that quicker pace there.
Vicious right forearm.
Inverted suplex. Oh, chair shot delivered. He's hurled out and crashes down to the floor.
Oh my gosh!
Oh, watch this display of power.
Shoulders down to retain. And the champ can't keep the challenger down long.
Are you kidding me? Not even a one count. The counter with a knuckle sandwich.
Here he comes, sliding back into the ring.
And Jay saw it coming. Kick to the body.
Rocket kick. And the champ's in really rough shape now.
Or he surely doesn't have much left in him. It's like we're looking at The Walking Dead here. Swing on sight and don't stop swinging till it's over. The Usos being relentless in their punishment.
The Florida Keys. Super King. Hits the cover.
Now the pin for the championship. Why on earth would he give up the pin?
He's got bad intentions.
And he's going to the top. And Woods crashes to the outside. And Jimmy and Big E slugging it out middle of the ring. This has been a vicious, brutal match between two of the great tag teams today.
Here comes Jey Uso into the fray alongside of his brother.
Bang! Double super kick.
And the Usos now looking for that patented Uso splash from the top rope.
Uso splash! The cover to win the tag team titles, and Woods handcuffs it all, breaks it up.
At the last possible second, Xavier Woods saving this match for his team.
Credit to Woods for his never say die attitude, but Xavier Woods is outgunned right now.
And look at Woods still fighting back.
Yeah, with the handcuffs. Using the handcuffs as a weapon.
That's smart.
And Woods now down. And trying to still fight back. What heart from Xavier Woods.
That Hart may not have much more fight left. Jimmy and Jay back up to the top one more time.
Uso splash in stereo. The cover. The Usos win the tag team titles.
Here are your winners